Harris. I hope you're doing well. Tomorrow is election day, and as I understand, you're vying to become the next president of our country on top of your current leadership role. As the president position and status is a very important and very symbolic role in our country. I thought I'd share some of my sentiments regarding your aspirations to becoming our next commander in chief. As a former U.S. Peace Corps volunteer, I understand certain decisions that our head of state and chief of command or commander in chief has to make for the overall benefit of the country. With this said, uh, my case that I've shared with your office back in 2021 when your administration took office, I'm basically trying to figure out why it's taken this long for your office to provide relief, aid, and justice. It's been past 3 years, and I still have yet to um, gain closure regarding my case. This is actually a letter that you sent to my parents' house from your administration, and you said that you what I hate case on a show that have been basically marginalizing a segment of our population, which is the same population I belong to, the Asian Pacific Islander community. On top of that, you keep telling people about your background. As I understand, you're of Indian and Jamaican descent, but when you're on a campaign trail, you're always referring to yourself as a Black American, or people would introduce you as Black American. Um, I don't understand why that is, you know, especially when you know that Asian hate in America have doubled, even tripled in numbers of crimes and attacks and discrimination and all sorts of marginalization of people from Asia Pacific Rim. So, as an president who is already in a position of leadership, it, it, it's really unimaginable for me to even wrap my brain around your overall strategy, your overall sentiments, and why you've decided to basically participate on a show that you are probably, hopefully, you're aware of cases that are uniquely targeting the Asian Pacific Islander community. And in spite of me sharing my case with you regarding my institutional racism, civil rights of a country, and asking for 4 more years when you've yet to render relief, aid, and justice on my case. And my case has been shared with your office as well as with the administration, your administration, okay, on numerous occasions. So, with this said, um, I'm not sure why you decided to cherry pick which population you want to appeal to. I know you're looking for votes. I know you're looking to gain acceptance one way or the other. But why are you, not wanting to help those that are marginalized in the country? I simply don't understand that. If you're claiming that you come from a middle class immigrant family, yet you won't even say that you come from an Indian background or Jamaican background in which both of your parents are from. With this said, I hope that in the next couple of weeks leading up to whoever wins tomorrow's election, that someone would reflect on what the Asian Pacific Islander community are having to deal with living in America as a group of marginalized people. Um, you know, the Asian American community or the Pacific Island community have been in the country just as long as everybody else. They weren't given the same status and privileges and acknowledgement, even though they contribute to the country just as much as everybody else. We're still having a contribution from an Indian American in Indian background and Jamaican background. It's just baffling to me why you don't get it, why you simply do not acknowledge the strife, suffering, and hardship that the Asian Pacific Islander community are having to deal with. And you should go up on a show, having a beer with a host and having laughs with that host who had been marginalizing a segment of the population. That's true. We don't fight back in the streets. We don't go out destroying property. You don't never hear any of the oppressed, members of the Asian Pacific Islander community able even going out there and destroying anything. And that's why the American population have gotten used to pushing down and beating up those that aren't fighting back. We're not violent people. We're simply, wanting to live in a country that we love and want to contribute to. And yet, the vice president of a country, and is someone who wants to become the next president of a country, would go on a show whose hosts have time and time again been asked to end his show, okay, by various community, Asian American Pacific Islander community. With that said, my name is Mina. I'm looking forward to hearing back from your administration, ma'am, and from your campaign. This is unacceptable, and no one should tolerate this from a leader, from an elected official. I look forward to hearing back from your office. Thank you. The status quo is going to be, amended, making everyone, regardless of race, background, national origin, religion, you name it, equal in our society. But by that,